Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around if you need anything.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson here for 2K Sports alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Precious few games left before playoff time as the all-important playoff seeding starts to solidify. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Golden State Warriors. So for Golden State, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. Let's talk about Klay Thompson. One of the best wings in the NBA, might be the most complete shooting guard in the league. Most complete? What do you think?
I would have to say most complete, and you know what I really like about his game.
The Tower of the Americas in Hemisphere Park. Reminders of the International Expo San Antonio hosted years back. Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. This is the first game in the Warriors road trip. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And for the Warriors, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can't. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Maurice Spade's out there with Green. And it's Bradley in at the point. Now here's Bradley. and that is good. Bradley's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Warriors.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Leonard on the wing. Stoudemire, the screen. Leonard kicks to Stoudemire. Clock at 4. Here's Aldridge. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Here's Bradley. That's good. Bradley's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Parker. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Thompson outside. Golden State moving it around. They get the rebound.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Parker against Thompson. And Parker, here we go. And that is good. Parker's got his first points of the game.
If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they're mistaken.
Green kicks to Spates. Feeds to Bradley. There's the pass to Green. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. The screen from Thompson. And it's Bradley off the drive. Great D that time from Leonard.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Parker. Green with the block. But they get it back. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. First in scoring, first in three-point shooting, and then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Parker against Thompson. Stoudemire with a screen on Thompson. To the middle. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
No good on that one. West is checked in for San Antonio. And he sinks the second. Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to Dallas.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Here's Parker. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Here's the floater. And it's laid in by Parker.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And so it's San Antonio with it. The Warriors making the shot. Now, the All-Star break, these point guards been doing their share of work on the boards. Take a look at their rebounding numbers in the second half of the season. Freak is second.
And this is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do.
And, Greg, I think it gives them an edge over most of their counterparts at the point guard spot. I mean, desire, attitude, and they really look to mix it up. They're not afraid to do anything to help their team's cause. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's Mills. Rebound by Smith.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And good on the basket. Book it.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Here's West. Here's Aldridge. McGee with the block. They recover it. Lee passes to Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And the Spurs making a change here. Diaw's checked in. Screen by Lee. And Diaw kicks to Lee. Passes to Tucker. Lee outside. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Memphis.
And what a heck of a performance for them, particularly offensively. I mean, there were stretches of that game where everything seemed to be falling.
Ball movement was superb, majestic, and they got good shots, and they made them. So it wasn't a surprise, but the ball movement was the key. Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
Bradley with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Screen by Smith. Golden State moving the ball around. On its way from Curry for 2. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Spurs have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. 23 seconds left to play in the first. There's a screen. Top of the key, Bradley. Lets it fly from 18. Again, Golden State.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Mills kicks it to West. Gets the 14-footer to fall. 6 seconds left to play in the first. From deep. And no good trying to get that one.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please.
And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve. And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Spurs. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Boris Diaw is out there with Stoudemire, and it's Mills in at the point guard.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was just a man on a mission. He ended up with 38 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. Parker comes in for Patty Mills. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Both free throws good from Green. Spurs trail by 6. Parker outside. Green, the screen. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 6 points for Tony Parker.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. Talk about some great numbers for Bradley. He's got 17 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Offensive rebound. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Aldridge's screen. Parker dishes to Green. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. But they recover it. Warriors leading by 7. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist from Spates. 19 points for Freak. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The Warriors, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Maurice Spates. Stoudemire, the pass to Leonard. No good. Good D by Thompson.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Barnes. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Parker kicks to Leonard. Green against Aldridge. Dishes it to Parker. The 10-footer. Clock at 6. And Leonard gets it to go. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bradley against Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Great D that time from Leonard.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Parker kicks to Green. Barnes against Stoudemire. Parker left side. Uses the glass to drop it in. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Bradley dishes to Bazemore. Outside, Green. Bradley against Leonard. Bradley passes to Green. Bradley kicks it to Bazemore. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Warriors lead by 8. For San Antonio, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. It's Parker with the drive. Here's Aldridge. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Aldridge has got 8 points.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Parker. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The feed to Barnes. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
The clock runs out, and we're hit.
Coach, you're going...
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. All right, guys.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Barnes and Green of the forward set. Klay Thompson is out there with Bradley. And it's Spates in at the 5 spot. Warriors leading by 8. Over in the corner, Barnes. They grab their own miss. Spurs shooting 43% from the field. Parker dishes to Aldridge. There's the triple. The Warriors pull it in. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge... on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, I agree with you that the numbers shout loud and strong. I mean, a major edge for them clearing the backboards, and that was the difference on the scoreboard, too.
Now the dish to Leonard. Puts it up from 15. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for him.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Warriors leading by 8. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to Bradley. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Parker with a clean look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Parker's got 10 points. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Parker against Bradley. Kicks it to Aldridge. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Thompson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Thompson's got his first 2 points.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here. tonight.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Bradley against Parker. And it's Stoudemire at the elbow. Green kicks to Aldridge.
That's a wall.
Can't cash in from close range.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Stoudemire with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Green, no luck.
Well, that defense went from 4 to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Timeout Spurs.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
How last month turned out. He's getting around 4 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Diaw can't hit.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Lee kicks it to Tucker. West, right side. To halt the run, can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. That's good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Diaw against McGee. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first 2 points of the night.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Lee with the steal. For the finish, rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
He kicks to Mills. .43 seconds left to play here in the third. Diaw, good on the three-point shot. Diaw's got 8.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And Bradley gets it to go.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Spurs trail by 16. Pass to Diaw. McGee with the block, and he's able to get it back. And here's Mills. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bradley's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Well,
Here we go, San Antonio.
and we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Warriors making a change here. Bradley's checked in. Parker out there with Mills. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's West in at the power forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Bradley kicks to Thompson. Count that one.
Klay Thompson.
And the Warriors lead by 18.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Bradley against Parker. Off the pick. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Pass to Spates. 14 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Shot, high post. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Now here's Mills, covered by Barnes. Parker with another miss.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Green passes to Bradley. Leonard brings the double team. Here's Green. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Parker drives in. Off the left rim and out.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and he still hasn't registered a single point.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First free throw is good. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Stoudemire's checked in for Aldridge. Diaw comes in for West. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Leonard. And Lee's subbed in for Parker. Different look here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Spates. Smith comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Klay Thompson. Time now for an injury report. For an update on Stephen Curry's injury, let's go to Doris Burke.
Kevin, the Warriors head athletic trainer gave me an update. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. You couldn't pick a worse time for an injury of any kind as the season enters its very last stretch. Kevin, back to you.
Doris, thanks for the update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Bradley kicks to McGee. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
Just breaking the spirit of their opponent 3 straight times this year. This win is going to give them a perfect 3-0 record with only 1 game left to go on the season against the Spurs.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Bradley. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
So it's San Antonio now. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Diaw with a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Bradley with the ball. Three-pointer. And that falls.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But
Good win.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Good win.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
He was their go-to guy tonight.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. It's 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The playoff picture becoming much clearer, but still a handful of games yet to be played. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Memphis Grizzlies at their home, FedEx Forum. And guys, for the Grizzlies, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. And Klay Thompson, the son of former first overall pick Michael Thompson, I mean, when he gets hot, he can take over games.
Hey, you know what? This guy, didn't he have 37 in one quarter last year? How incredible is that to get 37?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's Western Conference time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking for a different outcome this time around, the Memphis Grizzlies took the loss in their last matchup in this season series against the Warriors. Whatever they can do to avoid a sweep here, they'll need to rebound and do it, but the momentum is definitely not in their favor.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Maurice Spates out there with Draymond Green. And it's Bradley in at the point guard position. Now here is Jack. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Green. And he dunks it down.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. He got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Barnes against Green. Now here's Bradley. He's guarded closely, and the layup's good off the glass. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it to the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
That one misses.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Bradley's got his second basket of the night.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Outside Jack. He dishes it to Green. Just 4 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Randolph. Can't hit. So Golden State will take it the other way. Thompson right side. Allen against Bradley. Kicks to Jack. Clock at 6. And Thompson sends it back. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Thompson against Jack. Shoots from the elbow. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
How can you stop that? With a crossover that quick, that lightning quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of that.
Stolen by Randolph. Outside Jack. Picked by Randolph. Jack against Thompson. The 11-footer. And again, Jack. And that makes it a tie ball game.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Spades has got his first bucket of the night.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Rejected by Bradley. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
Now here is Jack. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Utah Jazz. Down low, here's Gasol. Here's Randolph. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball. I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Dave Yeager. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
And thank you, Doris. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Azili's checked in for Gasol. Bass comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Andre Robertson in for Allen. Different look here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Spates. Smith comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Barnes. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Thompson. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Warriors leading by 3. Bazemore gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Jack with a screen on Iguodala. Bass with the screen. Bradley against Jack. That's tipped. Bradley with the ball. 38 points for him last game against San Antonio. Bazemore. The rebound by Jeff Green.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Jack passes to Bass. Jack dishes to Bass. And Jack with the basket on the assist from Robertson. And it's 6 points for Jarrett Jack.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And it's Bradley off the drive, and he gets the bucket. Bradley's got 12 in the game.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helps him make it happen.
It'll count. No good. And that does it for the first.
All right, Memphis, you got your crystals on the court.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Golden State looking at who they've got. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Smith out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at the one. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Bradley's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Warriors. Passes it to Robertson. He feeds it to Gasol. Soft touch off the glass.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Warriors leading by 7. Iguodala kicks to Bradley. Rejected by Gasol. And they get it back. That's good. 16 points for Freak.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Jack passes to Robertson. Gasol a screen. Robertson dishes to Allen. Here's Gasol, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Well, this group of shooting guards has given us a little bit of something extra lately, including excellent rebounding, so you can see those numbers. Fourth, Tony Allen.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps your team get wins.
Absolutely. When your two guard can squeeze the orange like that, as each of these players on that list can, it can be a major X factor for you.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Marc Gasol.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
Bradley kicks to Green. Shoots from 12. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Spates has got the lead back up to 9 now for the Warriors. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs got down to business. He ended up with 38 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hits file. No doubt about it.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Gasol. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular, averaging 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
Defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed. That's why he's the team's leading scorer.
And Bradley gets it to go.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here is Jack. He has 6. Over in the corner, Allen. Right against Green. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Allen, that's good. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter. Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clarkie's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Bradley on the double team. Wright, the pass to Jack. Wright sets a screen. Poked away. Stolen by Thompson. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. And that one's good. Barnes.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Allen with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Allen dishes to Jack. The floater. And yes, sir, that one drops. Jack's got 8 points. Warriors leading by 12. Bradley kicks to Green. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Now here is Jack. He's got 8. Pass to Roberson. Allen dishes to Wright. Just 5 to shoot. Feeds to Roberson. To the left side wing. Jack for 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Shoots. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Jack passes to Roberson. Good looking screen by Gasol. Allen kicks to Jack. Goes back up. Good. 8 points for Marc Gasol.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Bradley drives in. Oh! And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Jack against Thompson. It's stolen by Bradley. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Memphis. Azili's checked in for Gasol. Bass comes in for Brandon Wright. And it's Green in for Andre Roberson. Then for the Warriors, JaVale McGee's checked in for Spates. Smith comes in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the Grizzlies with possession here. They trail by 18. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance. And road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
The Grizzlies have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Outside Brent. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Warriors on top, leading by 17. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I mean, I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, just trying to keep the ball moving.
You simply can't get enough of you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
All right, fellas, great job in the early going, but we've got to keep playing the same way.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Allen and Green are the wings. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle, and it's Jack in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. Great open look there.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Barnes with it. Now Green defending. Bradley, no one around him. Again, Golden State.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
Jack against Thompson. Green dishes to Randolph. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bradley's got 5 rebounds tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Green, following the score by Golden State. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Bradley. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 28 points for Freak.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Timeout. Start it.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Marc Gasol. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now here's Gasol. Following the miss by Freak, takes the 13-footer. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Post.
We have a chance.
Rotate
Let's take a
over
look at the
and
NBA
make your
scoring
presence
leaders
felt.
since the All-Star break.
Freak
number 1.
He is making his mark in a big way and with big points. You love to see guys get better the later in the season we get.
Looney's checked in for Maurice Spates. There's the double team with Randolph. And Bradley gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Green. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And Thompson kicks to Bradley, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Thompson against Jack. Here's Gasol. Bradley with some nice D.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Launches a 3. That's good. Bradley's got 11 points in the quarter.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
And Jack kicks to Randolph. Inside, some nice passing there by Memphis. Jack up on top. He's covered by Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Will it go? No good from Jack.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Now here's Allen. He's got 5 to the middle. Here's Gasol. Hands the 12-footer. Gasol's got 12 points in the game.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
The drive by Thompson. Green, the pass to Barnes. Another 3 for Golden State.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Gasol. Bass comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Roberson in for Tony Allen. Here's Jack following the basket by Freak. Jack dishes to Ezeli. He kicks it to Roberson. Here's Ezeli, covered by Smith. Bass. McGee with the block. Bass's shot, good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Bradley kicks to McGee. Back to Bradley. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and the wrist breaker.
Outrageous, guys.
Now here is Jack. He's got 8. There's the feed to Robertson. Back to Jack. Rejected by Bradley.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Oh! That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Sure
Hey,
is.
guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Warriors on top opening up a huge gap. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And Golden State also making a change. Bradley's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Bradley in at point guard. Smith is out there with Looney. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Bazemore at the 2. Left side, Randolph. Fires at the elbow. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Move the ball.
There's the pass to Bazemore. Hits the three-point bomb.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Rejected by Bradley. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bradley against Randolph. Here's Green. And the shot falls short this time. The Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And you can rock the brooms now, fellas. They found a way to defeat this opponent all 4 games this year, finishing out a clean sweep for their season series against the Grizzlies.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Bradley. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Inside, we've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Memphis with the ball.
Andre Roberson.
Here's Hood.
Rodney Hood.
Green, the screen. Jeff Green on the wing. Nails the 16-footer. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bradley. Misses. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
Josh.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hi there, folks. Ernie Johnson here, aided once again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to be together again as the NBA regular season wraps up and playoff fever starting to set in. Are you feeling it, Kenny?
Oh, I feel that playoff fever.
Yes, yes, we do, we do.
Hey, we don't have to pay for this song. Why? Because I made it up in my head.
I'm the backhand guy.
Yeah.
Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena. A good roll continuing right now for the Warriors. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights as a win here gives them.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. In the last meeting for these two teams, the Spurs were handed a loss when they went up against the Warriors. They'd love to get that first win against these guys. You've got to think the cards are stacked against them, but maybe they can try a different approach than they have so far and surprise some people.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Stoudemire in at the center position. And he gets the bucket. Bradley with the ball. Pass to Spates. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Parker with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Green kicks to Parker. Feeds it to Leonard. Warriors with the rebound. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Well, Greg, I think coming into the game, that's where they thought they had an advantage, and they did a great job exploiting it.
Now, here's Green, following the miss by Freak. Back to Green, fires for three, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Outside Bradley. Leonard with the steal. Parker up top. He's covered by Thompson. Green kicks to Aldridge. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Aldridge has got his first bucket in this one. Here's Golden State. It's a 5-point game. Down low. Spates sets a screen. Thompson with the bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Parker. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And he gets the bucket. Stoudemire's got his second bucket tonight.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Here's Bradley, and he jams it with authority.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Camry. Oh!
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
6 to shoot. Leonard the pass to Aldridge. Green inside the three-point line, and it's Spates with the rebound.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Over in the corner, Green. Barnes against Leonard. The 10-footer. Again, Leonard missing. Bradley with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Bradley kicks to Barnes. There's the dish to Spates. Here's Green, and the layup falls.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Parker drives in. Aldridge dishes to Stoudemire. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Usually if he gets to the rim,
such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
that's the uncanny ability he has to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. The focus of their discussion was getting their offense to run through Bradley. Coach putting the pressure squarely on his shoulders by asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks again, Doris. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And both free throws good for a lead.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Bradley kicks to McGee. The drive by Iguodala. That is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
West can't hit.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Tucker the pass to Mills. From 13, Warriors with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't...
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
That's as electric a finish as you're going to see.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. That's good.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here's Bradley. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all.
And Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, very demanding. Throughout the years, he was hardest on his point guard, Tony Parker. And here's what Parker had to say about that. Even though it seems like that was a very long time ago now, to hear Tony Parker talk about touched to him.
Did he acknowledge, Kevin, that he cried?
It sounds like it, yeah.
The game made him cry. That's one of the things fans forget about with professional athletes. No matter how successful they get, players never forget that pain and frustration or those other emotions they've gone through to help get them to where they are.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for San Antonio, defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with West, and it's Mills in at the 1. Inside, here's West. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Bradley, no one around him. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Bradley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors. Mills dishes to West. Kicks it to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night. It's Iguodala with the drive. Takes the 13-footer. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Iguodala.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. All right, a chance to check out stats for Danny Green. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. 5th in three-point field goal percentage. And tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And yeah, he's one of the lasers in the game. Just a hard man to put on ice.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies, boy, he was tremendous. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points, and that was just the start of it. Notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
San Antonio on defense. Down by 12. The shot misses. Great D that time from Leonard. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, the bench production in that game was terrific. Points from multiple sources.
Yeah, everybody that stepped on the floor played and made a contribution, and that's always a positive thing.
Shot clock at 5, and he gets it to go.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
Outside Bradley.
Move the ball.
Outside Green. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good on the three-point shot. Thompson's got 6.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Parker kicks to Stoudemire. On the wing, Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For San Antonio, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Some changes for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Spates. Smith comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Klay Thompson. Then for the Spurs, P.J. Tucker comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Lee subbed in for Green. And Bradley gets it to go.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Parker against Bradley. Parker drives in. Here's Stoudemire. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Here's Bradley, and he slams it down right on top of Amare.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Bazemore passes to Bradley. And another 3 for Golden State.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
And 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
It's stolen by Bradley. Now the Warriors moving it up. The finish. That drops. Bradley's got 28.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
To look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. Freak number 1.
Being at the top of that list, I mean, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give his team an offensive jolt whenever they've needed it.
And that's value added for a point guard. I mean, when you're playing that position and you score and do the other things he does, he creates offense for his teammates, and he can get his own offense too.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Lee dishes to West. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Bradley kicks to McGee. Outside Bradley. Lets it fly from 18. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Bradley's got 30.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. West passes to Mills. He kicks it to Tucker. Diaw, the screen. Now, here's Tucker. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Will it go? West. The shot no good. And through one half, it... Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Really an extraordinary game for Bradley. He's got 30 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Barnes and Green of the forward set. Bradley is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Spates in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Leonard against Thompson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Aldridge kicks to Leonard. Bradley against Parker. Outside Aldridge. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
For San Antonio, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And Stoudemire drops them both. Warriors leading by 20. Bradley dishes to Green. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
San Antonio again missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Bradley. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bradley's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stoudemire. The coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have been money from the foul line since the All-Star break. The Warriors, number 1.
You know what? Since that break, perhaps they got themselves into the gym and spent some extra time working on those free throws and recognize how good they could be with added practice.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Parker against Bradley. Parker passes to Leonard.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Here's Green. Green with the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Tape up.
Bradley against Parker. Stoudemire outside. Spurs passing it around. Here's Aldridge. Sinks that one from the post. Aldridge has got 10 points in the game.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Bradley against Parker. Bradley kicks to Spates. From downtown. Good D by Parker. Spurs trail by 20. The pass to Green. Takes the 3. That doesn't go either for Green. Golden State's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Good.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Stoudemire dishes to Parker. Aldridge a screen. Outside Leonard. Pass to Stoudemire. From 8. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Warriors leading by 23. Pass to Spates. He dishes it to Iguodala. And Thompson kicks to Bradley. A three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Parker, here we go. Iguodala with the steal. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
1:27 left here in the third quarter. Bradley passes to Spates. There's a screen. Back to Bradley. Lets it go with the 3. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. The Spurs have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Parker with it. Picked up by Thompson. And the jam by Stoudemire.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
In the corner, Iguodala with it. Back to Bradley. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Here's Leonard. Warriors with the rebound. Bradley's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Parker against Bradley. Parker left side. He feeds it to Aldridge. That's good. Aldridge has got 9 points in the quarter.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Warriors leading by 22. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got West. PJ Tucker is out there with boards.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever?
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Mills dishes to Diaw. Now Tucker tries it from 9. And Diaw kicks it to West. 6 on the shot clock. The feed now to Mills. The shot is off. Bradley with some nice D. Warriors shooting a scorching 68% in the game. They get it back. Nice shot by Smith.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And Mills kicks it to West. From the baseline. Warriors with the rebound.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
Lee passes to West. Back to Lee. Off the pick. Misses the layup.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Bradley against Diaw. Bradley dishes to McGee. Back to Bradley. Makes it off the glass. Bradley's got 52 points.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And Mills kicks it to West. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And Bradley gets it to go.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, but maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Inside, here's West on the money from 12 feet away.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Bradley drives in. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Looney's checked in for Barnes. Diaw, the screen. Diaw with the screen on Bradley. Dishes to Lee. Shoots the 3. That's good. Lee's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Spurs.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Doubled by Lee. Looney passes to Brantley. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
That fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of
my
UNLV.
goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
Bazemore hits the bucket.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
Diaw, the screen. Lopez drives in, and it's San Antonio with another.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping. Shaq, what'd you think?
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and